Welcome back, friends. We are here by our old buddy, the Trojan Horse, and we are just got off work, as you can probably tell. We got parts in the mail. This is nothing exciting by any stretch. As a matter of fact, while I'm opening this, why don't you guys look at something that we got in the mail from a subscriber? That is actually kind of exciting. So here we go. By the time we get back, I'll have this box open. Supposed to say
starting.
Action.
Oh wait, what? I don't know if action. Oh, that's cut. I was trying to do like the, the thing.
I love you. I just love you. Okay, we got something in the mail.
I'm special. Should I go around here?
Oh my gosh, Scorsese, however you want to do it. We got something from a subscriber. It's from Joe. He got in contact with Pirate. This is stuff for the Trojan Horse. This came from Kentucky. Man, I know some people in Kentucky. Brad lives in Kentucky. Kentucky Chris, the cluster supports. Kentucky got some good people. All right, let's see what we got here. UDS got after this box a little bit. That's what, you said that, didn't you? You said it looks like Ace Ventura got it. Oh, look at this. Oh. Okay, this is what we got. Look at this right here. A blank sheet of paper.
Cool.
We got one of China's finest distributors. This thing's like brand new.
Action. What? Am I supposed to say action before I started?
I
don't
know. How are you going to do it? The camera's yours. We had technical difficulty. We have got...
I didn't do it.
This finest distributor China's ever made for 351. That is super duper sweet. I know some people are against it. But hey, you guys send it. We're going to use it. Here's the other thing. Check this bad boy out. This is one of those Chinese single planes for 351. Dude, it already looks like something I would own. Look at that. Look at that patina. Look at that. So that is going to be freaking awesome. We've got us an intake.
Henry's helping. Okay. It's not me. I'm not being shaky. It's Henry. He's giving me kisses.
He's licking. Dude,
Henry,
Henry.
Henry.
Hey, come here.
Get down, boy.
Sit in your blanket. He's got to show his blanket to everybody.
Action. Piece of crap. It's not me. You need a new phone.
Okay. Yes, Joe, we've got an intake and we got a distributor. That is totally awesome. It's, and I'll be honest, I love the look of it being, used. It's got a whole functional thing going on.
It's beautiful.
That is freaking what? Did you say something? Someone sent me something, sweetie.
I said it's beautiful. I know.
Someone out of the good kindness of their heart packaged all this up and sent it to me for free. And it's good stuff.
Yes.
This is good stuff. We're going to put this to good use. We're going to put this on the Trojan Horse on that 351 winner. This is going to make us win a single plane too. You know I like them single planes. See? Can you see me seeing you? All right. Joe, thank you so much for this stuff. It is awesome. We're going to put it to good use. We're not going to use the vacuum advance, but we're going to put it to good use. Why are you making that face? All right. We'll see you guys in the next clip. Joe, thank you very much. Teresa's making me laugh, so she's messing this whole thing up for me. And she's back there smiling. She's about to start laughing. Don't do it.
No, Kevin's gonna make a comment about it.
About the shaky?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not gonna. He's. Camera shaky, guys. Damn.
Nice.
Joe, thank you for the distributor. Thank you for the cake. It's awesome. Everyone watch this video like, God, you guys are stupid. So this is Really, really cool. Man, I'm excited now. We need to start getting this 351 stuff going. Get this thing all worked up. Get that 302 going.
I'll be quiet.
Take 5.
Action!
I don't know.
Dog's just freaked us. Shelby just, what's Shelby?
Poor Shelbers. You just scared her.
Get violent.
Jake's trying to sneak by.
All right.
Should we get him going into his room?
Yeah, get him going in his room with his new shoes.
There he goes.
Swear I'm not cheap.
Adulting's hard work. So we got an intake distributor. Everyone's seen that. Sorry, this clip's already really long of us acting stupid, but this is awesome. I love getting free stuff, especially free used stuff. It's even better almost in a way. This is awesome. All right, get David to get on this thing a little bit. All right, we'll see you guys in the next clip. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate it. Teresa appreciates it too. All right, that's it. All right, I've got the box open. Now, I would like to thank Joe once again for the intake manifold and for the distributor. Actually, I need to look distributor. It might be one of those ready to run deals. I didn't look at it super close. I'm just glad to have it. I mean, that we're one step closer right there. 2 steps closer, honestly. The intake is exactly what I was going to buy for the 351 winter. I was going to buy a single plane. I didn't want to do 2 intakes. Actually, one of the subs, Tom, had a dual plane intake that he had kindly offered, but you know, I think it was a performer style, and realistically, I just wanted to go ahead and go with a single plane, even if it's going to be on something that's really mild. Just, you know, it kind of makes sense. Also, on a side note, let's talk about this real quick. We got a fan. Let's talk about this real quick. I have put the patches video. We're in the midst of doing our update videos on the fleet and all this kind of stuff. And surprisingly, at least to me, a lot of people were, when I mentioned the 351 originally patches, that was originally what I was going to do with that car, put the 351 in. That was what it was going to be from the time I got it. I was like, hey, this would be a good car for 351. I didn't realize that was going to have as much traction as it seems to have so far. A lot of people seem to like that idea. Of course, there's a lot of people that like the Trojan Horse idea. A couple of comments I've answered on it about alluding to something, so I guess I'll go ahead and say it here. What I think I'm going to do, patches needs a bunch, not a bunch of stuff, but it does need things. Whenever we're doing these cars, you got to understand that, you know, I'm always, you know, money and this and that, time, and those are all things. The money, of course, is a real thing. Is that we basically got to have a fuel system for it. So we got to have a cell, we got to have lines, we got to have a throttle bracket, we've got to have a lot of things. I do not like moving parts around from cars. Not in that kind of where I've got to move a bunch of stuff. Well, I can only drive one at a time, but I don't like moving a lot of things. I like everything to have its own throttle bracket, its own carburetor, its own distributor. I don't like, hey, I got to take half the car apart just to get the other one so I can go to the track or drive it. I do not personally like doing that, and I refuse to do it. So, for better or worse. So what that means is that patches needs a fuel system. It needs, ignition box. It needs its own supporting system for an engine and transmission. What does it have going for it? It's basically a complete car. It has an 8.8 in already. I have a set of 31 spline axles that I could put in that car. It needs long wheel studs. I don't like running short wheel studs. I'm thinking about other stuff to move parts around. Anyway, it's going to need upper and lower control arms. It's going to need, the transmission I'd have covered, it's just going to need a lot of stuff. So, having said all that, since we're basically going to do 2 versions of the 351, I'm going to we'll get this running with the 302, take it to the track, run it a few times. And I really wanted to see the apples to apples kind of a deal with the 351. That has piqued my interest a little bit. So we're gonna pull the motor and trans and just swap the clutch. I have a 28 ounce flywheel, just in case anybody was wondering. Someone did mention that in the comments. 351's 28 ounce. I've got one. I've actually got two. One's actually a 162. This old. So we've got that, and we're gonna swap the mild 351 in, single plane, 750 distributor that hope works and everything. Long tubes, GT40s. Haven't decided on the cam. Don't have to make that decision this minute. And put it in here and run it. Now, while we're doing that, that's going to take time to get to the track. We've got other cars going to take to the tracks. It's going to be a process of a few months at the least. At that point in time, I can be nibbling, if I want, at patches. Get a cell for it, get fuel line for it, get filters for it, get a pump for it, and get it ready to go. And then we'll see where we're at. I can pull the 351 out, do the aluminum heads, the 351 winner, and then put it in patches with potentially more gear ratio or other things that I've decided on at that point as we get closer. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. Now you'd be like, well, what's going to happen with Trojan? At that point, we could put the 302 back in it and do something else. I don't know. This is to keep things moving, to keep the projects moving forward. So this will stay running. This will end up with a Windsor. I can be working on that car a little bit. What I would like to call a spare time car. That's something I'm starting to embrace a little bit. Spare time cars, like Dirty Pickle. Just do a little something here, do a little something there, and not just dive, like I said, down the rabbit hole, because I just get completely distracted. So we do have kind of in our head not a time frame, but a step of, hey, I want to do this to this car. I need to get this car running, so on and so forth. So anyway, we got an electric fan. It's, it's from China. Sorry, guys. It's a 16-incher. Just, we need a fan. I wanted something kind of slim. I don't want a Taurus fan or something bulky. So I ordered that. It was $30-something. Yeah, it's eBay, of course, so it wasn't super expensive. We also, let me show you this. Yay! We've got a plug for our header. So, Home Depot to the rescue. But anyway, now I will probably start doing some other work to the car on my day off. And hopefully we're going to get a lot closer to having it running. And this will just be a long video with all that stuff put in. And it may look a little weird. So if this clip ends up in the middle somewhere, I'm sorry. We're a little out of sync here and there. Or I'll just, this video will kind of slow into another clip. Anyway, whatever. You guys will figure it all out. We're also probably potentially going to start working on the fuel cell stuff. And I got a few other things. I'm trying to get some of these other videos, update videos kind of done, so it's really kind of got me messed up on working on stuff. So let me get to that or figure out what I'm going to do next. We'll see you in the next clip. All right, guys. Like I said before, dang, what just happened there? We already have a minor felony hole right there. So we'll do like we did on the other cars. We'll just trim this nub out, then get the mallet, and we'll put a little persuasion right there. I mean, we're just bolting it down. That's all we're doing. And already got that. That'll work with our sump. And then we can just drill some holes and mount that bad boy. We'll have that mounted. Then we'll have to do obviously the rest of the stuff just like we did with the other car. So anyway, let's get that done. Okay, we got our slot cut. Hard to see down there, but there it is. Got it all in there where we can bolt it down, drill a few holes, and get some bolts in it. But alas, we have run out of time. So this thing's a mess. It's not that much of a mess, to be honest with you. But we've run out of time. We got to head home. Got to pick up some dinner. Got to do that Fox Life deal. And we'll jump back on it as soon as we get a chance. We also got some stuff to do for this car at home. So, like I say, lots going on, lots shaking. So let me cut off here. Go get that food for the villagers riot. We'll get back on it in the next clip. You know that's the truth. Keep that truth. Peace. This daily Fox Life. Pulling in the Phillies. Get that Philly cheese steaks for the family. Lauren loves this stuff. Dinner was a success. It always is from Phillies. Sometimes we have to wait for it, but this time we didn't. It was ready, and we got it home, and it was good. We have had a chance to look at our distributor. It is a self-contained deal, and that's perfectly fine. Joe, again, thank you so much for this stuff. We're going to put this in our 351, and hopefully it works just like it was intended to. So again, thanks a lot. That's great. I didn't look at it super close when I first got it, but now I've taken a peek at it. Yes, it is self-contained. On a side note, David has dropped off our Pro Comps, and if you go to his channel, you'll see basically some of the work that he did to them. I'll show you really quick, just kind of run over it real quick. All right, he did work in the chambers. This is the one that was really jacked up. If you go back and look at the other video with this, you can see actually how well this kind of cleaned up. Like I say, he did some chain work, some bowl work. He did some work in the exhaust side of it. You know, not super crazy. If you go to David's channel, you can see exactly what he did. He did some work on the intake side as well. So, like I say, these aren't going to be like no crazy, heads or anything like that, but they're going to do the job for us. And what are we going to do? Well, let me put you back on the stand real quick. We'll talk about that for just a second. Okay, what our plan is we're going to take these over to Ray and get him to do a valve job on them. I know, I'm going all out, but get Ray to do a valve job on them, and then when we go to pick them up, we're going to flow a cylinder and see what kind of improvement that we got, so we're not looking for a huge number or anything like that, just a little bit. And then we'll have these ready to bolt on. Still, I'm going to use the springs that came on them. I tested them with an on-head checker, and they checked out okay. We're not going to have initially a bunch of cam. We'll just see. We may have to put springs on them at some point. We'll try it. If we've got to put springs on it, we'll put springs on it. That's just the way it is. So anyway, so far so good. We're making progress now. We've got an intake. We've got a distributor, thanks to Joe. We've got some really decent, they're decent cylinder heads. Again, whatever, they're decent. Thanks to David. We'll have to pay him back on that a little bit somehow or another. And we've got that oil pan from Barry. That's great. So we've got basically all the hard parts. We got a carburetor to do the winter version of 351. Of course, we're going to do the mild version first, and I've got those GT40s right there. I need to break them down. So anyway, I guess we'll wrap this video up. It's already probably going to be 20 minutes long. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. We couldn't do it without the support of you guys, trying to put a little money into the channel, and so we can spend a little money and, buy some parts, basically kind of stuff that maybe you guys would buy, and take it to the track and, try and get it to the dyno and the flow bench and see what its real world kind of results, what it's going to do. And you can go buy some if you want some or whatever. So we're we're still substandard and low budget, at least in my opinion. So, all right, again, thanks for support. Couldn't do without you. Thanks for watching. And until next time on Substandard Leader Fox Body videos on this here YouTube, we'll see you guys in the next clip. And I got to go do some editing on some more videos. All right, peace.